Happy Saturday. We're back. And as I said last week, I was going to get the intercooler piping welded. Actually, I did cut it. And my cuts were terrible. And, but, hey, we got it done. Look at that. Welded up, put together, then a nice little U. And hopefully it fits. Because I have not tried to fit this yet. Because I was waiting to grab it on the weekend and come over here with the camera and get it first and look at me putting this thing on, and then you guys get the true results of me either being very happy or very mad because I cut it in the wrong spot. So first things first today, we're gonna try to get this thing fitted and make sure it fits. I'm gonna clean it out because there might still be aluminum shavings in there and we just want to get it clean before we put it on. So I'm gonna clean this and then we're gonna try to get it on the car, see if it fits. Had some other parts show up. I've got parts showing up today, and we are going to try to remount that coolant reservoir that we did last week because, like I said, I didn't like where it was. Nobody even told me in the comments whether they liked it or not in that location. That's fine because I didn't like it, and I'm moving it. So anyways, we're going to get after this and get into today's video. Alright guys, so there it is. She's on there. I mean, I was pulling on this thing, it ain't coming out, so hopefully the boost don't blow it off. Comes out a little, I mean, I don't come out that much further than this side. I mean, this side's tucked a little bit better, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's on there. Charge piping is complete. That's freaking awesome. So now that that's done, and everything seems to be fitting right, I had to kind of like wiggle the boot around and play with that boot, the 90 boot, a lot because just the way the turbo's tilted. I mean, I could clock the turbo and probably could have made it a little easier on myself, but why do that? So charge piping's done finally. 3 videos later, knocked out, charge piping complete. Next thing I need to do, I'm working on trying to redo this coolant reservoir thing. I want to put it down here. Well, I gotta set both. So I still want to put it down in here in front of the transmission, but in order to do that, I can't run the bracket that I got from Chase Bays. I'm gonna have to build a bracket, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna build a bracket that goes straight up, and then where my ground wire is down here, right? Yeah, you can see you see it bolted to the frame rail there. So that where that ground wire is, I think I'm gonna use that same bolt hole just as to mount a bracket, just going straight, and I'll drop this down just a little bit, and it'll sit in front of the transmission. My barbs will point towards the radiator, and it's just all around better. That way you know, say something blows out of this thing and water, coolant, whatever hits the track, at least it's not going right underneath my tire and shoving me into a wall or something. You know, at least it'll go underneath the center of the car, and hopefully then I don't, you know, just safety wise, I think if you're going to lose anything, it's better to lose it underneath the car, especially if this thing ends up getting a diaper under it at some point. Yeah, just all out better. So yeah, I'm going to work on getting this in. The lighting in here is terrible today. Apologize. But I'm going to work on getting this thing back in, so I'll probably go back to a time lapse, and who knows how long this is going to take me to play with. We're going to do this, and then after that, we're going to get back into getting my CD7 working. This is the old CAN bus line. We got to rebuild this. So as soon as I get this coolant reservoir figured out, I'll be redoing a CAN bus line, and then we're going to see if the CD7 actually will work once the new CAN bus line is installed. See if that was my issue. So we will be firing the car up in this video because we got to see if that thing's working. So anyways, back to my coolant reservoir. Alright, so while, I don't know, I just made my little bracket, cut out of some flat stock, drilled some holes in it, and then I set it over there in the corner and sprayed some primer on it. I'm going to paint black. Should work, hopefully. And then we can get that coolant reservoir mounted in there, and I can be done with that simple project. But while the paint's drying, I figured I would start rebuilding this CAN bus line. Basically, my CD7 is not displaying any data from the S300, and the only thing I can figure is that my CAN bus line is not working the way it's supposed to. I used solid core wire when I originally built it. Talking with Brad, he said solid core wire, when you twist it, has a tendency to break. So I bought some strand wire. We're just going to rebuild the CAN line. When I originally built it the first time, the thing was like super long, and actually I just noticed one of the pins was bent on it in the connector, so I'm hoping that's not like why it wasn't working. Either way, I'm going to rebuild this because I bought the plugs and make the thing shorter. And I mean, whatever, if it works, you know, I might try that other one again, being I seen a bent line or a bent pin, just for science, see if that was my problem the whole time, because if it was, I'm going to be whatever. At least we'll know, and then I'll just have an extra CAN bus line for it. So anyways, I think I'm going to work on getting this all twisted up and pinned. I got these little pin kits you can buy from AEM. Really, it's just Deutsch connectors. I got worried for a second because I only ordered one more, and then I remembered they're both like the bigger plugs with male pins, and I was like, oh no, I don't think I'm gonna have enough. Luckily, I saved all the excess pins I had from the last time, so I should have enough to make this. So yeah, let's get to doing some fun wiring. Alright guys, so it's been like hours since I painted that freaking bracket. I've been waiting on this stupid thing to dry. And of course it wouldn't dry. I mean, in the meantime, while I was waiting, I like mounted the entire bolt bin. I got that mounted, and I got this one moved over. So now I got all of the room for bolts. I started cleaning up my mess. This is all just empty boxes I gotta get rid of. Like, look at that. It's a whole bag of garbage. Just started cleaning out here, and it's still a mess, but it's a lot better than it was. That's for sure. Back hurts. Oh man. So I came and put it in front of the heater, I guess. I don't know. Freaking paint. I think it stinks about living in Minnesota where it's freaking cold and it's freaking winter. I just want to paint a bracket. Like, I just want to mount this thing, and I can't because the stupid bracket won't the paint won't dry. So since I got that CAN bus wire done, I think I went and grabbed the CD7, and I think I'm gonna slap that back in the dash quick. I had it out because my plan was to download dash design and actually design the dash background and all of that, but I never got to it. So I'm gonna put it back in the car, hook it back up, and probably fire this thing up and see if the CD7 works. If it doesn't work, I don't know. I'll be confused, and oh well. But we'll see if it works, see if the numbers move. While we wait for our bracket to dry, if it ever dries. I don't even know if we'll get to that today because paint ain't drying. But I'm gonna set this camera up, get in there, get this thing put back in, and we'll see if the numbers move. Go. Okay, so the CD7 still does not display anything. And I went back onto YouTube like an adult and watched the AEM to S300 install video again. I'm an idiot. I do need to set up dash design on my laptop, which is a pile of junk, which is why I haven't done it yet. But I need to set it up on my laptop because I need to bring it out here and configure the CD7 for the S300. That's why it's not getting any of the CAN inputs from the S300, because it's not configured for the S300. It doesn't even know what to look for. I'm dumb.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
But, well, am I? I mean, it's my first CD7, and I've never done this before, so I'm learning. So hopefully that's pretty much the issue. My original CAN bus line might have been fine. I might have just did all of that for nothing. So basically, what I gotta do is I have to go and grab my laptop, download dash design, bring it out here, hook up to the CD7, configure everything, following along with that YouTube video, and then we should see numbers on the display. That's probably not gonna happen in this video because I don't know if my laptop's even gonna work because that thing's old. It's a dinosaur. I need a new one, but I've been buying car parts, trying to get this thing actually done, and I don't want to go spend the $500 it's going to cost me for a new laptop. But I might have to. I might not have a choice. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, still waiting on that dumb bracket to dry, of course. I don't think it's ever going to. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Either way, hopefully it does. Yeah, because otherwise I don't really have anything to do right now. So that's why I'm not seeing numbers on the C7. Thing did kind of fire up. I wouldn't say right away, but it did pop off. I mean, it's not like it's drastically warm out. I mean, it's warm, but it's not really warm. So I don't know. Anyways, guys, I think that's probably going to do it for this video. More than likely. So hope you guys all have a good week. And, well, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
3 hours later.
Finally got it done. It's finally dry. Finally got it mounted. And I'm liking this. So, I don't know how well this is going to show up on the phone. Because I can't see the screen right now. Because I don't know if I can even... We're not gonna worry about it. I don't know if I can reverse the camera while I'm live. I've tried this in the past and couldn't figure it out. So anyways, there we are, Chase Bays. It is mounted. There's the ground, if you guys can see it. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe we'll see it. I don't know. But it is mounted on the inside of the wheel well, which I like a lot more. Like I said, if that coolant line blows off, you're going down the track at 120 miles an hour, 110, 98, 70. Doesn't matter. Coolant hits that tire, you're probably gonna in for one heck of a ride. So we got the coolant reservoir down there. The hose, I started running hose up to the radiator here. I'm gonna find a way to tie that. I probably could actually gonna reroute that to the inside of this upper radiator, or no, lower radiator hose. Just to hook it tighter to the radiator, keep it away from the exhaust, all that. But she's run. The only other thing I have to do is to just drop another line off the other barb on the bottom of the reservoir, which directs the coolant if it, for some reason, blows out of the reservoir, where you want to direct the coolant to, which is basically going to be to the ground. So at that point, if it blows out of there, yeah, we're just going to go to the ground because I already just blew the motor up, so whatever. But yeah, so that is officially the end of this video, guys. I appreciate you guys for all hanging out, and hope you learned something. If you didn't, hopefully next video you'll learn something. I just dropped the flashlight in the box. I need to leave the garage. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you guys liked it. Drop a like down below. Drop a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness.